Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Recovery Dude. And today's topic is actually coming from a meeting that I went to last night. So I went to an AA meeting and I brought up the topic of God's will, not my own. And fairly big meeting, and a lot of people had very interesting things to say, very good things to say at that meeting. And it's a very tricky topic. God's will, not mine. And what exactly does that mean? What is God's will for me? And in some of the shares that I got last night, I actually took some notes on some of the things that I heard because it was very interesting, very unique. And one gentleman shared this thought: God's will is keeping life simple. If my life is overly complex, that means that that's my will run riot. So when I let my will take over my life, things get complicated, things get difficult, and I lose that focus on keep it simple. And what I tied into that is that saying that 95% of my problems in my life are caused by me. And I fully believe that. I believe that most of the problems that I have in my life, if I look at them, were a direct result of what I did. So if I can keep things simple, not overcomplicate things, I can make my life a lot easier. It makes it easier to do God's will, not mine. And another way to look at it is it's right and wrong and good and bad. And really, it's just as easy as that. So God's will is right, not wrong. It's good, not bad. And if you break it down, it can be as simple as that. The decisions that I'm making, are they good or are they bad? Are they right or are they wrong? And those aren't very subjective. I mean, it's all ingrained in all of us as to what is right, what is wrong, what's bad, and what's good. Now, it can be a little bit subjective, right? So, in certain circumstances, things might be good, might be bad, or might appear to be good to one person and bad to another. But generally speaking, if I do good in a day, so this was another share a gentleman had. He said, listen, I'm going to break this down into the way I understand it, and it really comes down to something as simple as this. If I can go through my day, do no harm, help another person, either in or outside of the program, and end the day sober, I did God's will. That simplifies it even more. Do no harm, help somebody else, and don't drink. At the end of the day, I could truly say at that point, I did do God's will. I didn't overcomplicate anything. I kept it just that simple. And so another gentleman, I really like analogies, and another gentleman said, he asked me the question, he said, have you ever seen the movie or the show Storage Wars? And I said, yeah, I've seen it. He said, my will is a storage locker. When I take back my will, I fill up that storage locker with all kinds of crap. And what happens is, the longer I keep using my will and letting my will run rampant, I'm filling that storage locker. And each month, I'm having to get a bigger storage locker or more storage lockers. And how am I paying for these storage lockers? I'm paying for them with peace. I'm paying for them with parts of my soul. That is how I'm paying to keep all of this crap in these storage lockers. And he said, do you know what happens when you run out of space? When you run out of space, you can't make any more payments, or you've run out of room. You have hit rock bottom, morally bankrupt. And he said, what happens when you can't make your payments anymore? The vultures come in and clean out that locker for you. All these things that I've done, that I've stashed away in this locker, didn't clean out, just kept packing them away. Now all these people are coming in and they're able to see all of this stuff. And that typically happens once the payment can't be made anymore. I haven't cleaned my side of the road. I've filled that storage locker to capacity, and now everybody gets to see that on display. Doing God's will is keeping that storage locker cleaned out. The goal is to not have a storage locker at all. I don't have to make any payment if I don't have a storage locker. So my objective is to keep it cleaned out so that I don't have to buy a bigger one. So those were very interesting analogies as to what God's will for me is. And I wanted to share that because, again, I got back from that meeting and I heard so many good things. I couldn't remember all of it, but those were some of the key points that I picked up. And hopefully that helps some of you kind of understand better what is God's will and what does it mean to not use my own will, but to follow His. It's a learning process, and hopefully this helps a little bit. It helped me understand it a little bit better. If there's any comments, please put them below. Any questions, let me know. If I don't have the answer, I probably know somebody in the program that might. So, hey, love you all. Have a great day. Hopefully that helps.